I see it says evolution is true on your screen.
Yep.
Is that scientifically true? Using the
Yep.
scientific method?
Yep.
Using the science, it is.
Yep.
So that's been observed and
Yep.
tested.
Yep. Allele
It
frequencies always
has.
change. Yep.
Okay, so we're going to invoke Darwin, like his evolution, where everything evolved from one single thing? So like kinds changing into kinds, we all came from a fish. Is that what you're saying? We've seen that and tested it scientifically?
Yeah. There's
Because if we
there's
didn't,
direct there's
if we
there's evidence of that. Yep.
of what? What changed into what?
Huh?
What what kind of animal changed into what other kind? Prove it.
What's a kind?
Okay, have you ever seen, let's say, an ape turn into a human, or a dog turn into a cat?
Humans are apes.
No, that's a presupposition.
No, that's literally a
No,
categorization.
that is a presupposition. There's no proof of that.
No.
There's
We
definitely
we
no
came up
observable,
with a
testable.
taxonomical we came up with a
No, sir.
the guy that came up with our modern sense of taxonomy was an ardent Christian, Carl Linnaeus. So the concept of a primate is just a categorizational thing. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if he really lumped humans in there, but we fall under all of the characteristics that apes have.
I get that.
Okay, well,
Things
it's
look
just a
the
simple.
same. Wow. We have needs. So do other animals. Holy crap. That doesn't prove anything. What? Okay.
Yeah, it's
And
way more
again,
in
let,
depth
let
than
me.
that, but whatever.
Well, I'm trying to.
So do you want an example of a
We're really
change
talking
in
about.
kind? Because I can give it to you.
Well, there none exists. But
So no,
if
they
you want to
do, and
invoke
I can
something,
give you one. Do you want it?
go ahead. Sure, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sure. So before we do that, what would you accept as a change in kind? Because
Well,
I don't want to waste my time and then you go, yeah, well that doesn't count.
well, what we're getting back to here is a worldview, and evolution is true is not scientifically
So yeah, the
proven
question is
based on
what
a
would you
scientific
accept as a change
method.
in So the question was what would you accept as a
Scientific,
change in kind?
testable, and observable, scientific method approved. Because if it's not approved that way, it's a philosophy.
Yes, and we can do that. But what would you accept as a change in kind?
Scientific
Not the way in
method.
which we
This
observe
is,
it. What would you
I'm invoking your
accept
worldview.
as it?
Scientific method, brother. The scientific method is the standard. Testable,
What?
observable.
You're not understanding my question at all. So if I
I
gave you
am.
an example of, for example, there are these mosquitoes in the London subway system which have become a different species, you would probably say
So
that's
they
not a change in kind.
is
So I'm
so did
asking
it
you
change to a
what
mosquito
would
from a
be
mosquito to a mosquito? Is what
yeah.
you're saying.
So what would one species of mosquito into another species of
Okay,
mosquito? So
let's
I'm
say
asking you
a
what you would
mosquito
accept
turns
as a
into maybe
change
a
of
butterfly
kind.
or something.
Sorry,
Any kind to another kind.
what's a kind?
Is a dog the same as a cat?
Nope.
Are are there different dogs? There's a ton of different dogs.
Yep,
All
there's different
kinds.
dogs. So if I gave you an example of a
Are there
dog
different
becoming
cats that are
some
dogs too?
Brett, if I gave you an example of a dog becoming something other than a dog, would you accept that?
Yes.
Great. We have that.
Let's see it. Let's hear it.
Great. So,
I'm sure there's video everywhere. Let's pull it up. I
yeah,
would love
no,
to see that.
yeah, there's all kinds of evidence of this. So there's this thing called canine transmissible venereal tumor, CTVT. Okay, so it's a type of cancer that's actually infectious, so it can spread from one thing to the other. Okay, now the way cancer normally develops is it's a mutation of your own cells, and so the cancer is derived from your own body. But that's not the case with this. Instead, the way a dog gets this is typically from sexual intercourse with another dog that has the cancer and has the cancer's tumors. So then those cancerous tumors spread from one dog to the other, right? Now, that cancer is its own living organism, right? because where did my notes go? So the CTVT itself, it's not the dog. It's a cancer. It's a parasite on it. It reproduces asexually, right? Dogs typically have 78 chromosomes. CTVT has anywhere between 57 and 64. But looking at the genomic sequences of it, it's very clear that this is from a dog, right? So it's not just, this isn't a one species to another. It's literally an entirely new, different form of life coming from one form of life.
I mean that's proof. I mean, we came from apes. That's proof. Holy crap! Right, it's confirmed.
Brett, that's really wow. That's really pathetic, Brett. So, it took you about an hour and a half to come up with something to say, which had nothing to do with what we were talking about, which was a change of kind. So this is proof positive of a completely different living thing coming from one living thing. So there we go.
So we all came from a rock. That's what you're saying. Because of that, that proves it.
I don't say that, but you do.
That's the whole thing, dude. Is we all came from a single cell, blossomed into now,
you come
dude.
from
That's
a rock or a cell.
That's your question to answer, buddy, not mine. It's ridiculous.
Well, you're the one that made both claims.
One or the other. Which one came first? That's the answer you have. That's the question you have to answer, bud.
The
not
rock
me.
or the cell? Rocks certainly existed on this planet before cells did.
Yeah, and then you all became a cell somehow, and then a fish, and then an ape, and then a human. It's crazy, I know.
No, I've been a human my entire life. What are you talking about?
Well, haven't you learned about your own religion of Darwinism, whatever it is? That's the story. It is, dude. It is. It can't be. It cannot be denied, dude. That's the thing. That is a.
The evidence is that good. Yeah. Do
you just
German
told me your
speakers,
whole evidence, dude?
Do ancient German speakers ever give birth to English-speaking babies?
Oh yeah, that really. It's the same thing.
Do they?
How about let's change it. Let's change the subject, okay, a little bit. The Big Bang happened. Yes,
Brett,
everything did happen.
Brett, stop. Do Proto-Germanic speakers ever give birth to English-speaking babies?
I guess not.
Okay, so do you deny that English is derived from a Proto-Germanic language? Despite the written record that shows pretty clearly that it is?
No.
Okay, so it's not the case that one day somebody that didn't speak English gave birth to somebody that does speak English. The deal with the way evolution works is you think it works in a really stupid Pokemon type of way or something like that. You think that what evolution is trying to tell us is that one day a fish gave birth to an ape, and that's completely stupid. That's not how it changes. The changes are extremely subtle over time.
I know. Right,
okay.
I know. I strawman your position to make it look bad, okay? But that is the position. That's how it happened over billions of years.
No. That's not the
against
position.
Entropy. Things run down.
If you're strawmanning my position, then it's not my position. So don't say that is the position and admit that you're strawmanning at the same time.
Okay, I strawman to the position of Darwinianism. Sorry, I assumed that was your position. My bad.
No, the point went so far over your head. What did you want to talk about next? The Big Bang?
Well, okay, the Big Bang happened. You agree?
Yeah, that's what the evidence shows us.
Creation started. Agreed.
What?
So everything did have a beginning, right?
Maybe a beginning point in time.
Maybe?
I see no evidence that the universe is created. What evidence do you have of that?
What about the cosmic background microwave that shows the axis of evil that everybody wants to ignore because it just happens to show that we're in the center?
The axis of evil in the cosmic microwave background radiation?
Yeah, what?
Do you think the Earth is flat?
Do you not know what that means?
Do you think the Earth is
We're
flat?
in the middle.
You're literally just making the axis of
Okay.
evil inside
Okay,
the
you're just
cosmic
lying.
microwave background radiation.
What are you saying? I'm lying? Are you saying I'm lying about that?
I never said you're well.
Well,
If you're
you're
if you're
asking
making it
me
up.
like I'm making it up.
We make up stuff that we believe our
Well, I
own
mean,
nonsense
anybody
all the
can look
time.
it up. Everybody has a phone. We're watching it. Google it. Cosmic
Oh, you can
background,
look up the
axis
theory of
of evil.
evolution.
It, of course. What do I seem
Oh,
like I
so
don't
is
know
it
what I'm
true?
talking about?
Is it true because it can be looked up?
Is evolution true?
Well, there's evidence of it. So what is this axis of evil cosmic microwave background radiation
I don't know.
thing?
You just told me I was lying about it. I mean, it shows that
Okay,
we're in the middle.
assume that I'm not. Assume
It
that
shows that we're the center of the universe.
no, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It's just everybody likes to avoid it because that's what it shows. So
That's
everybody
not
just
what it.
happens to like to
No
avoid it.
matter. Okay,
That's why they called it the
Brett.
axis of evil.
nobody
The
calls it
scientists
that
name.
except people named Brett on TikTok. Okay.
Okay,
So
yeah,
if
just the
Brett,
scientist who created it.
yeah, that's great, Brett. If I were to go anywhere on the earth and I look around me, I will see, I'll be able to see, as long as there aren't like huge mountain ranges or whatever, basically, I'll be able to see equal distances in all directions. From my observational standpoint, I'm in the middle. So is it accurate to say that I'm actually in the middle of the earth? Does that actually make any sense?
No, did I make that claim? No. If you were
You
gonna
made a
go, if you're
similar
gonna
claim
ask me
about
that
the
question,
CMB.
No,
The
no, no,
CMB
no.
doesn't say we're in the middle
Yeah,
of
I
anything.
didn't. No.
From our observational standpoint, you can't be anything other than the center of your observational frame of reference.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
from your own very own eyes, dude.
What?
Dude, look, you're asking me from an observational standpoint from standing on the earth. Okay, I'll answer you. Yeah.
It's-
If you're
you
gonna
didn't-
look
you didn't
anywhere,
understand
all
it
you
at
can
all,
see
so-
around you. Yes, I did. You're
No,
very
you-
hostile towards
no, you
me
didn't.
because I don't agree with everything you say. I'm sorry. I like you as a person. I love you, actually. You're a cool dude. You seem like you have a great head on you.
Yeah, I'm engaged though. Sorry to burst your bubble. So, what is the axis of evil?
I didn't say I was a homosexual, but thank you.
You're welcome. So, what's the axis of evil thing?
What is? I already explained it. And you said, "Oh no, you're lying. Dismiss that." Oh well, you just don't know what you're talking about because you're stupid. You're probably a flat earther.
So let's just let's just go with the CMB shows that we're in the middle. How is that the axis of evil? That doesn't make any sense. You got to develop that idea further.
Okay. Here is the background microwave that they took the picture of. And oh, it shows everything expanding away from us as if we're in the center of everything.
That's how.
Well, we'll call that this. Well, that's what you think. But if you look it up and actually do some research for yourself, you'll find out
have
that what
looked
I'm
it up.
saying is true.
Many times.
Look it
that's
up
not what it
again.
is.
Dig a little deeper. I'm sorry. Whatever you're getting your information from is lying to you. My bad. It's not my fault. Don't hate me.
You have either looked it up from people who have no idea what they're talking about, or you misunderstood the information because that's not what the CMB is.
Well, you can Google Axis of Evil, CMB, look for yourself. Anybody else can too.
Great. So let's just say.
And no, hey,
I
and
mean,
no, that doesn't mean if you
you're-
look it up on Google that it's true. I'm just saying
That's great.
you can
So
look it
let's
up.
just say that the CMB does say we are in the middle. What is the axis of evil, and how does us being in the middle of something support the idea of an axis of evil?
Well, being in the middle of everything destroys evolution right off the bat. Because for evolution to take place, hey, why don't you not laugh at me and listen?
I'll mute my microphone so I can continue laughing. Go ahead.
I'd rather you just actually listen. Okay. If we're in the middle, it destroys evolution because for evolution to take place, you need a sun to appear first and billions of years to create the earth afterwards, when that's not what we see, and all evidence points to the fact that we are in the center. You can laugh at it all you want.
Oh, can I? Can I do that? Can I do that?
Of course you can. You're free to do whatever you want. I don't hold your actions in my grasp. You
Oh,
do what you
okay.
want, bro.
Okay.
Laugh it up. Laugh even harder. I don't care.
I'm working on it.
I mean, people should actually strive to be decent human beings.
The us being in the center of the universe does not mean that there can't be a sun. So it in no way
didn't- I
disproves the
didn't
theory of
say that.
evolution. And also, nothing that you said had anything to do with an axis of evil.
Well, that's fine. You can say that. That's cool. But
Well, it's factually
I didn't say there
correct.
was no sun, dude. I didn't say being in the center means there's no sun. Just I didn't
No,
even say that.
you
That's
did
fallacious.
say that.
No, I said evolution. That theory needs the Big Bang and then the sun and then the Earth to form after, and then billions and millions of years for us
Yeah,
to form.
and you
out
said
of-
if we're in the center, that can't happen.
Well, it throws off everything
How?
because everything was created here, and is space as we see it is expanding out away from
Oh,
it.
so you're saying because we are in the middle, and because everything's expanding away from the middle, there's nothing in the middle for anything to form from.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's the
Ooh,
Look, I've been
because
through all
that's the
these
only way
arguments.
that would have made any sense. So what are you saying?
No, you were about to straw man the position, and then
No, I was steel manning
then-
it,
and-
believe me.
no, you're about to bring up the position where, oh well, everywhere will just look like it's in the middle because we're just on a balloon, a little part on it. I know. Okay,
Yeah,
we've
that's
known
not a
all these
straw
arguments.
man.
Yes, it is, because it's not what we're saying. And do you know how that came about?
That's not what was happening there.
Hubble was the one who found this crazy thing where all the galaxies are rushing away from us.
That was
He
Georges
found
Lemaitre.
only redshift. He found only redshift when he should have seen red, blue, red, blue, red, blue.
Or no
So
shit.
then they had,
Actually.
and then they had to go back to two-dimensional mathematics
Where's the
to
axis
get on
of
that
evil,
flat.
Brett? Brett, where's the axis of evil?
Do you not know what the cosmic microwave background image is, or what?
No, yeah, I do, but where's the axis of evil come into any of this?
Don't you see the uniform part going all across?
What's the axis of evil, and where do we see it in the CMB? Okay, Brett, I think I've had enough.